Hello, all you wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. Alright, today's video, we are hanging out on the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater official video game website where there is a countdown going on. It's been counting down for like a week or something like that. Been following info, and it's pretty much unofficially announced that this is going to be an announcement of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 plus 4 remaster. Um, So now we're just waiting the final 14 minutes for it to do its thing. I'm assuming there's going to be an announcement trailer or something. Leading up to this, though, so I definitely do enjoy the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games. I own the remaster on the PlayStation 5. This is a different region version because um, thought I was ordering the North American version off Amazon, and they sent me the one Europe version, I think, the one with the PEGI system for their um, like how we have our ESRB rating system. Um, Anyways, that's not really important. It's the same game, and consoles are region free, anyways. Um, I I never played the first Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I think I've seen it been played before when I was younger. Um, I never actually played any of. I never played the game series until Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. And even that was very limited because I played it at a friend's house. Um, we mostly did like free skating for the most part, so, and create a park and stuff. Um, Basically, just letting our young imaginations run wild. Um, I never actually owned a game in the series until Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 on my PlayStation 2. Um, I did play through it. I pretty sure I beat every goal on every level and unlocked all the secrets, I think. Maybe. Can't really remember. Um, I will say that I'm more of a casual player, especially around that time. I used more so my imagination for the kind of world type games for mainly just kind of role playing purposes. Like, I would play out stories in my head um, within the environment I was given, and I would kind of role play as the character I was playing as. That's just something I did as a kid, um, especially with something like Grand Theft Auto Vice City. That was a very expansive kind of open world where you could do many things in that game. Um, but yeah, that's kind of where Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, and I also own Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. That's kind of where I fell in. I've never played it really heavily to the point where I got better at the combos and at combining different moves into one long string of moves to get high score. Um, that's just something that I never put time into, so I'm definitely on the more casual side when it comes to playing them games. Later on, I did get Tony Hawk's Underground. Um, that was a fun one, but that was also probably, if you don't include that remaster, the last standalone kind of Tony Hawk game that I owned. Um, I still need to play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 a little bit more. Um, just haven't really got a chance to get into it yet. But so, yes, about a week ago, I started hearing rumblings of this date, March 4th, 2025. Um, and so this date was in um, 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 it was in a new Call of Duty Black Ops 6 map, I believe. I don't know. I don't play Call of Duty really, so if that's wrong, forgive me. But so this new map for Call of Duty, I think it's called Grind or The Grind. There's a spot in the map where there is a skate shop, kind of reminiscent of the main menu in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. And there's this date with the like Tony Hawk silhouette. Let me move in a little bit closer, um, to the point where that silhouette is just that's what was on the. It was advertised on like a shelf or whatever in the level. So, and then after digging into it a little bit more, apparently there was a interviewer with the professional skateboarder where he mentioned that he was in a upcoming remaster for a Tony Hawk game. And this is before any of us really knew, but so that was like the first breadcrumb. Um, there was a tweet, and um, I think it was a tweet about the date. Um, Tony Hawk replied to the tweet with the looking eyes emoji kind of thing. So that was another little breadcrumb that got people to talking. Um, then we go to the website, which I'm on right now. Um, Clearly, and this is for anyone that's played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, clearly this blurred out background is the Skater Island level from the game. You can tell that just with the placement of the ramps and stuff and just the color of the environment and such. And then, so yeah, more breadcrumbs that got people rumbling and talking about. Then, um, I believe on a different region, equivalent of our ESRB rating system had info about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 plus 4 remaster. And it also showed that it's going to be on all platforms pretty much. From Xbox to PlayStation 5 to even the previous gen PlayStation 4, I believe. So it's going to be on everything. So yeah, right now it's pretty much unofficially confirmed. And Tony Hawk last night on a late night talk show, he officially said that there is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 plus 4 remaster with the announcement tomorrow, which is today. So it's been unofficially confirmed, but we're still waiting on this uh, clock. There, we're still waiting on this time clock to count down to 0 and see what it brings. Which I am assuming it's going to be a trailer. Maybe it's just a website itself. Um, so the original remaster was made by a development uh, under Activision's roof called Vicarious Visions, um, and they was gonna work on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 plus 4 remaster. They was looking toward forward to it. Um, so, but then Microsoft acquired Activision, and so in the midst of all that, Vicarious Vision kind of the team got put into like I believe it was the team keeping up with the Call of Duty, so they're working on the Call of Duty. So down at the bottom, you see the developers of this is Iron Galaxy. I believe they did the port of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 remaster for the Switch. Um, so it's going to be interesting. Legwork, the legwork is already there with the first game, so if they didn't mess around with the gameplay too much, I would imagine this should be a acceptable kind of remaster for these games. I'm definitely looking more forward to it because, like I said, I own Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, and it's the one I played the most. I also had 4. 4 tried to change up the formula a bit from the whole arcadey kind of jump in, do goals in a 2-minute time frame. And honestly, I think I like the arcadey best, so I honestly like number 3 better than 4. But I'm sure if I put in time and learn the mechanics, I'm sure I can have fun with 4 as well. Or at least as much fun with 4. Kind of want to play them all for you guys, not necessarily from like start to finish, but just maybe a random stream at some point. Um, is there anything else that I'm forgetting? Um, I do hope that they kind of make this the ultimate version of the two. Because I know at least with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, it had I believe it had its own unique levels on um, each console that it was released on. On PS2, you had a cruise ship level. On the Xbox, where it was released, you had the oil rig level, but not the cruise ship. And I'm not fully sure if GameCube had a exclusive level or not, though. I can't remember. There was plenty of unlockable characters and stuff that I hope they bring back. So, anyways, the time is about to be counted down. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's go ahead and get the speakers on. We're going to refresh. And here we go. Okay. We're going to watch this. You can now pre-order. So available for... This is behind my face. Let me go ahead and move this for you guys. But you can... Available for pre-order on Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and 5, Steam, Battle.net, Microsoft PC Store, and Nintendo Switch. You can probably add Nintendo Switch 2 to that. And I will be pre-ordering, but let's... Oh wow, that is extremely loud. I am of course gonna get copyright claim because of the music.
Attention passengers, face planting the tile is strictly prohibited.
Okay. Alright, hold on. Alright, so this is why I'm not a reaction channel, because I do not talk while I'm trying to intake something. But yeah, so let's skim through this. Nope. I just want you to be paused. So let's take that off there, please. What did that say? Captured on PC, not all images appear in game. So, this is about what I expected. Looks like that could be a main menu kind of thing. Well, that's Canada. That's definitely Canada. Now, what else is pretty curious is I wonder if this is going to be a one-to-one replica of the PS2 era's Canada, because Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 was also released on the PS1 with kind of their own level version of Canada that included... So I wonder if they might have... I wonder if it's possible they could have combined some elements from the PS1 level to the PS2 level to expand it. I don't know. They showed a lot of Tokyo in this trailer that I noticed too. That is the Foundry. Definitely like the more kind of flame slash molten kind of melted metal and stuff. Like, I like that they made it seem, the level seem like it was more alive. I believe that is Los Angeles. they showed a lot of, at least from what I can tell, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 levels. This is still Los Angeles. And then that's the old school how Tokyo looked. And then it switched up the graphics right here to give you a comparison view. A little bit more. So this is a different viewpoint from Canada. Before we kind of had an area pointing towards that totem kind of eagle statue from like this area. Now we're over here. This is Rio, I believe, but that's also the old style of graphics. So, and then this is the new style of graphics. So another comparison. More Rio. So this says new and legendary parks. Now, that is interesting wording. Saying new. Is that just referring to new graphics for each parks? Because, okay. Or does this new mean there's going to be something special in this game that's going to be unique to this game as far as parks go? And legendary could mean a lot of things. Like, it could just be referring to the legendary parks from the legendary games, or do we have some unique reimagines of real life parks in this game? I don't know. So then it says the same thing for soundtrack. Which then goes back to parks, because I know they added new songs to the soundtrack in the first 1 and 2 remake. So they obviously will probably play the same kind of card for the 3 and 4 remake by adding new soundtracks along with the old soundtracks, which they obviously have with Ace and Spades, which was kind of the main theme song for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. And then, same thing with skaters. Let me see if I can get. They brought in old and new skaters in the first remaster. So this is just par for the course of what they do. But like I said, I'm more interested in the whole new and legendary parks. So, which on that note, people are hoping. There was a level that didn't quite make it into Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, I think. And so Paris gets talked about. So I don't know the complete story on that level, but I don't know. Maybe that can make an appearance. And what do we got here? Looks like it's mainly showing off different boards, which is fair if you recognize the boards. Then we get the airport, and like I said, so far these are all levels from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Yeah, this is the airport too. They had a little section with like bathroom stalls. Then we got the cruise ship. So that that confirms the cruise ship, the exclusive level that was for the PS2 version. Then we're back to Tokyo. Now, this right here, the only reason this comes to mind, I think this is a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 level. Um, I can't remember the name, but there was some kind of like huge skate park, and I feel like I remember seeing something that resembled a water slide, but I don't remember any kind of like medieval castle or anything like that. So I'm not really sure fully what this is showing off right here. But obviously you can grind on top of a water slide, so that is something. Then we get the logo, available July 11th, which that was the date that got leaked a few hours earlier today. So, there is the digital deluxe edition, which I hate when they do these because I like to buy games physically, and oh well, that's annoying. So, I want to say hopefully this is not just pre-order bonus. Hopefully this is just like DLC to buy, because the Doom guy, he was a secret character in one of the Pro Skater games. I can't remember which one. I want to say it was 4, maybe? Not really sure. I don't know about Revenant Skater though. There's some kind of Unmaker hoverboard. And then pre-order and get early access, so receive the game 3 days early on July 8th. Um and then Foundry demo access, 2-player, so you get access to the demo. With 2 playable skaters, 2 playable parks, limited soundtrack, and also a wireframe Tony shader. I will be pre-ordering physical, but will that still give me the wireframe Tony shader? See, it's a little bit confusing. There's also supposed to be some kind of complete edition, but all right. Let's how do I X off that? All right. So that is what we have. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me go back here. Don't need this. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you're looking forward to this. I'm probably gonna go ahead and pre-order this, but yeah, so I just hope I have. It doesn't look like any skaters because it didn't say specifically that it was locked behind the pre-order stuff. So I should be okay, even if I had to pay a little bit for DLC for the characters. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your guys' experience with the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games and hope to see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.